Wagwan.
YaRdVibers, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to show you guys how to make ackee and saltfish, as previously mentioned in our last tutorial. Okay, so today we're going to start with chopping some onions. We're going to go ahead and chop some bell peppers.
Yeah man, keep the thing nice and fresh, you see me?
We want color variations in there, so I'm gonna use yellow bell peppers, and also I'm gonna use green bell peppers. By the way, this is the national dish of Jamaica, guys. I want, when you're making it, you make it with love and passion. I'm gonna chop some spring onions. I'm gonna chop some Scotch bonnet pepper. If you don't have Scotch bonnet pepper, which is very difficult to get in Dubai, I'd recommend you use green or red chili, is fine.
Alright, so we're gonna chop some cherry tomatoes in half.
I'm gonna put some thyme leaves in there, not too much. Saltfish, or as you would know it as cured fish. Codfish is the best fish to use, cured codfish, but we're unable to get codfish here in Dubai unless you go to Carrefour in Mall of Emirates. Then that's where you'd find it. You can use the alternative, which I would recommend. It's called cured kingfish. You can get that one in the fish market in the waterfront in Dera. Alright, so we're gonna boil our saltfish. We want to get rid of the excess salt in there. So after boiling your saltfish for around 15 minutes, you're gonna, as my grandmother would say, pick them up or prick them up, which simply translates to breaking them into small pieces. So I'm gonna break them into small pieces in cold water. After which I will boil again to remove any excess salt that may linger in there. After boiling again, I will strain my saltfish. The reason why I put it in a strainer, because I'm gonna then run some cold tap water over it to remove any excess salt again, and just to, you know, clean it up and fresh it up a bit.
Generations.
There you go. Now I'm going to prepare a pan with olive oil for stir frying our vegetables and seasonings. You want to have enough olive oil in there because you don't want the stir fry to be too dry. Now this is our ackee that we will use. We don't have access to the fresh ackee from Jamaica, but the best alternative is these ones in a can. Jamaica ackee, we get them from a supplier.
I think they're imported from the UK, but if you guys are interested in getting some ackee here, just link me up and I can hook you up.
Now, first, before we use this ackee, we want to first put it in a strainer and run some cold tap water over it to remove the excess preservatives and, you know, that brine that it was in. We want to remove that excess brine. Alright, so time to stir fry our vegetables. I'm gonna place all the seasonings in the hot pan with olive oil. I'm gonna stir fry this on high heat. This is the best way to stir fry, by flipping them. Alright, so you want to stir fry these until they're a bit soft. The aromas in this is amazing. When you start to stir fry, the room is filled with beautiful aromas. It smells really good. The next step is I will add the saltfish to the stir fry, and I will stir fry this for a bit. I want the flavors of the saltfish to combine with the seasonings.
Ackee and saltfish is probably one of the quickest and easiest things to get in Jamaica and prepare. Everyone in Jamaica has an ackee tree in their yard. So what we'll normally do is when we're hungry, we just go and get some ackee from the tree quickly, especially when they're in season, and we just whip it up quick. Even children do it. Ackee and saltfish is among the foods that I consider to be my favorite.
Alright, the next step, after frying this for about 3 minutes, I want to add my ackee into the mix. Now after stir frying this for around 3 minutes, you're going to add your ackee to the mix on high heat, and you're going to stir fry. Now the best way to cook your ackee is to flip it in the pan, because if you use a spoon or a fork or whatever, it's likely that you will break your ackee into smaller bits, and you don't want that. You want your ackee to stay nice and fluffy and chunky, you know. So try your best to flip it. If you can't flip it, then I would recommend you use a spatula.
Or link up your favorite chef friend to teach you.
Add some salt in there. I'm gonna also add some black pepper. The black pepper helps to give it a really good flavor.
There's something about black pepper in ackee that makes the flavor pop out. I don't know, but it's very unique the way black pepper can help to make ackee taste really good.
It's really aromatic, smells really good. The colors are really beautiful. You want to leave this to cook for at least 5 to 7 minutes. Stir frying occasionally. You want to flip this occasionally, you know. Alright, so I'm gonna test this now to see if my flavors are balanced, if there's enough salt in there. Wow, yes, tastes really good, but I think it needs a bit more salt. So I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit more salt in there. And that's it. I think that should be good. And let me go ahead and stir fry this now again. Spread the salt evenly. And there we go, we're done. I think that's good enough. Okay, so here you go guys, ackee and saltfish today.
I'm gonna pair this now with some fried dumplings I made earlier. One of the best combinations. If you want to learn how to make that, check my previous tutorial that I made. Alright, so once again, thank you guys for watching. Please remember to like, share and subscribe, and I'll catch up with you again for another tutorial soon. Bless up from the Rasta Chef. Masalama.